guys, welcome to Happy High Tarot. In today's picker card reading, we will find out what are your hidden gifts and talents. So for the first group, we have this off-white stone over here that has these little brown spots. For the second group, we have this peach stone over here. And for the third group, we have this brown stone. So you can pause the video, meditate on all three, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose this off-white stone, let's see what are your hidden gifts and talents. So for you we have victim, and then we have fool over here. Okay, I'm going to take these in pairs. So group 1, right off the bat, you're very good at calling out people for their self-depreciating behavior, and that is something that you have ensured that you don't slip into at any point of time. I think there are instances where as soon as you realize that you are doing something of that sort, you tend to snap yourself out of it, and you do the same thing towards others. There is this natural tendency in you to care for others or to identify when someone is not being very kind to themselves, and so you start making them feel good about themselves to this person. You help them identify the things that are going well in their life. You help them identify on the good that's in life instead of sitting and wallowing about things that are not working, basically. I am getting this message that you're not very good when it comes to how to respond when somebody's crying in front of you. In fact, you might be like Chandler Bing in that department. You don't know how to console somebody when they're crying, so you try to lighten their mood by cracking jokes or things like that. That might be your thing. But otherwise, also with Fool over here, comedy is definitely one underrated talent of yours. If you want to do something in stand-up comedy or something, you seriously can do that, and I think you'll do very, very good at it. In fact, you can try acting too, for that matter. You are a master of your own emotions. You're very good at perceiving other people's emotions, but I'm guessing over here that the kind of boundaries that you have set up or the kind of fronts that you put up, other people might find it difficult to break down those barriers of yours and actually get to the core of your problem. Now, of course, at times, it isn't the best thing to do, but I'm just getting that in the department of emotions also, you're quite good when it comes to identifying how somebody else is feeling, basically. It might have happened many times that without somebody having said a word to you, you could tell what they were feeling. And once you identified their problem correctly, they might have said to you, oh my gosh, are you a mind reader or something? Because that is exactly what was going on in my head. So that is another talent that I'm seeing over here. But definitely consider the whole stand-up comedy thing. Or if you don't want to go in front of the camera, then comic writing and things like that, or writing funny scripts, something along those lines. Okay, after that, we have giraffe and kingfisher. So your capacity to learn new things is immeasurable. It's vast. People can feed you with lots and lots and lots of knowledge, and there will never be a saturation point. In fact, I'm getting with giraffe over here that you guys legit from your own sides are very thirsty to learn new things. And what you don't realize is that your intelligence is actually a gift. Your ability to retain information is a gift. People might have said things to you like you just mug up stuff, or you just got lucky with your short-term memory. That is not true. That is not true. Even if you've learned something today and 2-3 weeks later also if somebody asks you what it was, you will be able to reproduce it correctly. So you do remember things a lot, very well. In fact, some of you, I'm also getting over here that you have photographic memory. that you can actually remember the page numbers and where the paragraph started, where it ended, what were the colors of the font, what was the font size, the style, just everything, every little thing in detail. That kind of a memory. So it is easy to let it slide in the background, saying that, oh, like my child is just very intelligent. It's a gift, it's a talent. You should utilize it seriously. If you haven't yet, group 1. Also with Kingfisher over here, you're very focused and you're very goal oriented. Your attention span is better than average. You know how usually people are joking that their attention levels are less than a teaspoon or something. They lose interest quickly, or they don't remember stuff. But over here with Giraffe and Kingfisher, your intelligence, your ability to retain stuff, plus your attention span, they're all pretty amazing. I'm also getting that some of you are very good at shooting, like rifle shooting and things like that, or even fishing for that sort, or just basically things that would require you to take an aim. And then, so basically, yeah, like shooting and stuff, that is something that you're good at. Maybe as children, you did go to, like all these ranges with your parents or whatever and try your hands out. Or even at fairs, you would have noticed that if you ever went to a carnival or something, and from a very early age, you were able to perfectly just shoot all of those glass bottles and bring home whatever toy or gift it was that you really wanted. It is because, so Spirit also wants me to tell you that your eyesight is very good. So kudos to you for that. But yes, your attention span is an underrated and hidden gift over here for sure. If you don't believe me, you can seriously switch to another tab and try some memory quiz online, and I'm sure you guys are going to ace it. Then we have pleasure and illumination. Compared to others, group 1, you find it very easy to get to the root of any problem, and you take a lot less time than others to identify what the problem is. You are problem solvers, you are creative problem solvers. Your way of looking at things, of dealing with things, is very different from other people. And with illumination over here, I'm seeing that another talent of yours is that you cannot be lied to, because you always know what's actually happening beneath the surface. You can read people's body language, their gestures, their eye movements, the way they're speaking, all of those things. So if somebody's trying to cook up a story, you know that they're lying. Even if, because of fool over here, you might not show it immediately that you have caught somebody's lie, but you are able to do that. So you are a human lie detector in that sense. And then pleasure over here is telling me that you guys are very self-sufficient in terms of what makes you happy. You're the kind of people who do not need anybody else to make them happy, which is very good, and which isn't something that a lot of people have managed to achieve in their lives. But you're a different group 1 in that department. You enjoy your own company, you like your bliss, you like your solitude, you don't mind wandering off wherever in greenery or otherwise and just spending time with yourself. You're happy. Now this does not mean that you're not social or that you don't like to go clubbing or anything, or maybe you legit don't, but you can do both. And you will not sit and cry if there aren't people around or like nobody to listen to you. So that's a hidden gift in itself, that you have mastered the art of being content, of being happy in the present. You know how to live in the present. You have learned how to live life each day and not rely on anybody too much. You don't want anybody. You do not have any codependency issues. So that again is commendable. Okay, then from the tarot cards, we have 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, the Sun, and the 3 of Pentacles. So, Patience again is a virtue, and you have tons of it, as I can see over here. You never snap at anybody, you never shout at anybody. You're always very in control of your emotions. It's very difficult for somebody to get a reaction out of you if you don't want to give them a reaction. And it's not as easy as it sounds. So it really is a gift when I tell you that it is one. With Two of Wands over here, as we've already seen, you're very good decision makers. And the reason behind it is that when you get down to deciding the pros and cons of something, you actually come up with the apt results on both sides. Sometimes it can happen that you know that a lot of people count a con as a pro or vice versa, but not you. You need to be more confident about the decisions that you're making, in case you aren't already, because let me tell you, you can never go wrong with the decisions that you take on your own. You're also very good at planning, and I'm especially getting like travel planning. So if you guys want to become travel planners or work in a travel company or something like that, you can totally do that. If you want to become a tour guide or something, you can do that as well. If you want to become a translator, you can do that. Those things can benefit you a lot. If you like to travel, then of course these professions can help you live your dream a little better. The Sun again takes me back to the pleasure card that we had received earlier. You know, like how in this card as well, it's just this girl over here all by herself, and she's happy and she's radiating all this light, and there's just so much positivity in this card. So that again is a hidden gift of yours, that you, unlike most people, you don't need anybody to make you happy. You are your own sun. You are your own source of positivity, of light, of radiance. And with Three of Pentacles over here, you're a very, very good friend. You're a very good, very loving, very loyal, caring friend and family member, both. So as a parent, as a sibling, as a father, mother, friend, whatever role it is, you're very good at all of them. And I don't think you realize it, because otherwise this wouldn't have popped out as a hidden gift card. It's not easy to do justice to all the social roles such as these, but you are doing very well, and keep up and keep going, because you're good at it. And another talent over here is, I'm hearing conflict resolution. You might have often found yourself in positions where you were sandwiched between two people who were fighting, and then you were the one who acted out as the messenger of peace or whatever, and then resolved all of that conflict. So how to get two people who are mad at each other for no reason to understand each other's points and then become friends again is also something that you're very good at. And I think you do not take money for it. I don't think you're doing it professionally. It's just something you do, because you are easy, you can easily spot people who have divulged into the whole victim mentality and things like that. So when you see all of those things happening, you're like, no, don't do that. With Three of Pentacles, I'm also getting that if you are not already a parent, when you become one, you'll realize that you are naturally gifted at how good of a parent you will go on to become. Even if right now you're just a godparent, you will see how naturally good you are with that child. It comes naturally to you. It is a talent. It is a skill. It's not every day that you see somebody just pick up a crying baby and that baby stops crying. But you have done that, I'm sure. And if you haven't, you will experience this thing. You would have noticed otherwise also, I'm getting this imagery of children and babies getting attracted towards you, like looking at you and smiling. It's such a good feeling. And then if there's a cranky baby or baby that's crying or something, or if you touch them or if you hold them in your arms, they get pacified immediately. So, well, maybe you're a baby whisperer, who knows? So that's another gift and talent of yours. Okay, now this card over here is going to tell you how to go about these talents and gifts of yours. So your card says, Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light worker. So I'm not surprised, group one, you are a light worker. You have these amazing, amazing talents and gifts in you, which you do use to help others and to raise the consciousness of this earth. So you're already doing it. Even if you're not doing it professionally, doesn't matter. I can clearly see over here that there are tons of people in your midst whom you're helping, so that's good. Now, what belonging and longing for home over here are basically saying that, one, keep doing what you're doing. And as far as these gifts and talents of yours are concerned, whatever feels right to you, whatever feels at home to you, regardless of, I just cannot find the right brightness today, do that. And something tells me that these gifts and talents of yours, especially the more creative ones, such as the ones about this creative writing, like comic writing and things like that, also have the potential to take you away from your home and become a source of income for you. You can utilize any of these talents, by the way, to create an additional source of income too, as I can see with the Three of Pentacles over here, apart from your regular 9-to-5 job. Okay, so these are all the messages that I have for you. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon. New videos are out every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. You can also follow me on Instagram for daily pick card readings. The link is in description, and all the details for personal readings are given in my pinned comment and the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 2. So for those of you who chose the peach stone, let's take a look at your hidden gifts and talents. So for you, we have gossip, and then we have companion. Okay, so what these two cards tell me over here, group 2, is that you're very good at honoring other people's feelings. You are somebody who can be trusted. You are a very good confidant. If somebody is trusting you with a secret, they know that it's going to stay safe with you. And it's a skill, to retain all of that information, not blurt it out at the first instance, and like Scout's honor or whatever. So you have all of those abilities in you. I'm also seeing that you are not at all selfish. In fact, there are instances where you overextend yourself. And I'm also getting that you might be an empath, like you're just able to pick up on people's emotions, their feelings. And I think you might have often got yourself in situations where somebody tried to bitch about someone to you, but because you were so connected to emotions in general at that time, that you could imagine yourself in that situation. Like, how would you feel if somebody was bad mouthing about you? So you immediately distance yourself from such people. And that's a blessing, that's a gift that you possess, that you can feel or even sometimes have premonitions about how something can feel later on. So no doubt about it, you're the group that cries the most during movies. Not surprised at all. Your presence, I'm also getting, is naturally very healing. So I'm not really getting a sense that people come to you for advice or anything. It's just that whenever someone's feeling low or not in the best of spirits, they like to be around you. They like to hang out with you. They might not always tell you what the matter is or what's bothering them, but your energy, your vibes, your aura, it's just very uplifting. And so whenever someone's feeling down in the dumps, you are their go-to person to be with. You are kind of like their safety blanket. You're like this really nice comforter that they would like to just slip inside. So that's one thing. Okay, then we have parrot and kangaroo. So again, this is actually sad, and I'll tell you why. The message that I just got is that you guys are so good that, like how it usually is with us empaths, early on in your age, and for some of you even now, people have wronged you or taken undue advantage of your goodness, did whatever they had to, used your resources or whatever, and then just left. And that's mean, but well, it is what it is. So you have a lot of innate goodness in your heart, group 2. And maybe now, because in the past all of those things were happening, people were not being nice to you, you thought that being a good person isn't perhaps the best thing. And you might have entered a phase in your, say, teens or a little later than that, where you tried to put on a fake front that even you could be a bully or something, but it obviously did not work out because you're too good for that shit. You just aren't cut out for that. And you shouldn't be like that, and you're not. You're also a very good listener. So if you want to become counselors or therapists, you can totally do that. It's something that comes naturally to you. Another good thing about you, group 2, is that you're not the kind of people who immediately button with a relatable story of your own when someone's telling you that they're going through something. You know, like, oh yeah, I understand, because you know, and then, you know, the person starts narrating their own story instead of letting you finish. So you're not like that. You listen. You're very, very good listeners. And I think that's one of the other reasons why people naturally tend to gravitate towards you. Your eyes exude a lot of warmth as well, group 2. There's such a welcome look on your face. Your personality is so open. It is so approachable. You find it very easy to make friends. People want to be friends with you. They would love to have a person like you be in their inner circle. And I cannot stress enough how lucky your best friends feel to have you in their life, because you're always there for them and you make that known. And the fact that it is coming up as a hidden gift of yours, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether you've been told that it is not a good thing to be so good, or whatever the case is, but just do not listen to those people, okay? Don't. Because just do not dim your light, group 2. I'm really getting these intense energies right now for you, and they aren't very good. Okay. Then we have forgiveness and inner peace. So you don't hold grudges ever. You're very quick at forgiving people. Maybe there were instances where you tried to hold on to grudges, but it was just messing with your inner peace. So you were like, you know what? Okay, fine. And you just let things go. That is another talent of yours, and you don't even realize it, because nobody previously might have told you that letting go is a skill. It's a gift. It's not, you know, you won't find a lot of people who find it easy to let go of things, but you can. It's a gift. Not everybody has the ability to do that. You can, every third or fourth person you might know is still sitting and fussing over something that happened, say, years and years ago. They still haven't been able to recover fully from it. And I'm not saying that it does not take you time to get over things, but you just don't let anything keep you tied down to a place or a situation or a bad memory for too long. So that obviously is a gift. And I think I'm getting these very strong vibes for this pile, group 2, that spirit is very protective of you. They're very protective of you, which is why especially you shouldn't let other people's opinions get to you, because I think sometimes they find their way in. Inner peace over here is telling me that you're kind of like a safe haven for people. And then, of course, apart from that, you're very good at bringing peace to others. I cannot believe that this dog would start howling the moment I decide to start recording again. It's unbelievable. Okay. There might be a koi pond at your place or near where you live. You should definitely spend some time near that pond, if at all there is one. I'm getting this imagery that your touch is very healing. And so you might have noticed how people like to hold your hand when they're talking to you, even if their hands are very clammy and you don't like that and you don't understand why they're doing it. They're doing it because they don't realize what's happening, but what's actually happening is that your touch, your hands, they're very healing. So if someone has a lot of nervous energy in them, or they're just not feeling very good, they're feeling very low, very down, very disturbed, if they hold your hand or if you give them a hug, immediately they feel the sense of calm, they feel the sense of peace wash all over them. And somebody might have discovered it accidentally once while hugging you at a moment where they were distressed, and now it's kind of like it's a medicine. It has medicinal properties, your hugs and your handshakes and your touch. So because your touch is very sensitive, group 2, I will recommend not shaking hands with people whose energies and whose vibes you know are not in your best interest. All right, you don't have to do that. You don't want to take on other people's energies that way. But otherwise, definitely, physical therapy is something that you have been doing for a very long time now without even realizing that this is what you were doing. For you, you were just giving a hug to someone. You were just shaking hands with somebody. And maybe you didn't realize why they would immediately stop crying or how their mood suddenly changed. You were like, oh, maybe, I've read it, hugs are mood uplifting or whatever. Yes, they are, but also you have a magic touch. Okay, your tarot cards now. So we have the 5 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Devil. Okay, so another gift or talent rather of yours is how to use your charm to get things done in your favor, which is good. There's nothing bad about it. No judgment over here. It's a skill. If you can twist your words to get what you want, what's the harm? As long as nobody's getting harmed, that's fine. You're very charming. You're very good to look at. And there are instances where you know how to use it in your favor and how to get things done. I don't think you have any bad intentions behind it. And I definitely don't think that you are the use and throw kind of people. You don't do that. It's simply that you are charmers and you can charm your way into stuff and get things done for yourself. So you do that. Some of you have already discovered this talent of yours. Others haven't. Hopefully now you do realize that this is something you can do. With 5 of Wands and the Knight of Swords, another good thing is that when a situation has stopped serving you, so you know when to take the exit. And that's good. You should definitely do that. Whenever there has been, when a situation is beyond repair, what's the point of sticking around? Just get on the next bus and leave. And you do that. So that's good. I'm also seeing that you're very good at becoming a mediator in a group that is at conflict. So if you have, say, you are a group of 4 or 5 friends and some of them have started fighting or there has been an argument unnecessary, so you're the one that restores peace in that situation. And there is, of course, a commendable shift in your energies from that kangaroo to now this King of Swords over here. So another gift of yours is to know how to switch your personalities from being this very calm and quiet person to being this very, look at me when I'm talking to you kind of a person. You can make that switch easily. There is an authority to you, which you don't always bring out, but you know when to bring out. Although this is hidden, so for some of you, I don't think you know how to utilize this yet, but you can. Next time you're talking to somebody, notice how well you are able to hold their attention. They tend to gravitate towards you. In fact, from a very early age, throughout your school or college, if you had participated in morning assemblies or debate competitions or whatever, you would have noticed that no matter who was speaking before you, once you take to the podium, once you start speaking, the kids that are sitting would actually shut up and listen to you. So that's an amazing skill to possess, to hold somebody's attention when you're talking to them and notice how they do not get restless. It's almost as if they want to listen to more of you. So that's really nice. And then I asked Spirit for a message about these hidden gifts and talents of yours. So for that, we have dance with life, do something to change your energy. So what this means, group 2, is that, okay, now this isn't in focus. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, you do that. Basically. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you know is going to bring you a lot of enthusiasm is immediately going to lift up your spirits. Indulge in those activities, do those things. If it is watching a movie, if it is cooking, if it is painting, if it is dancing, if it is singing, whatever it is, just go ahead and do it. Don't stop yourself from doing things only because you have been told otherwise. Because like I mentioned from the start right till the end, for your pile, I'm getting a message that there have been interferences in the way of these hidden gifts and talents of yours. Okay, but just tune all of those voices out. Tune all of that interference out. And stay true to yourself. Okay? So these are all the messages that I have for you. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon. New videos are out every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. You can also follow me on Instagram for daily pickacard readings. The link is in the description box, and all the details to get a personal reading are in my pinned comment and the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 3, so for those of you who chose the brown stone, let's see what are your hidden gifts and talents. So for you we have Femme Fatale to start your reading, and then God over here. Okay, so group 3, what this tells me is that you, especially if you're a feminine, you're an alpha female. Alright, and even if you are a masculine, you're an alpha. You do not like to take orders from anybody. You know what you want. You know how to go about it. You do not like being told what to do. You do not follow, you lead. And I don't think you necessarily view this as a gift, as a talent, but it is one. And with God over here, you have this, and there is such a stark difference between these two energies. It's almost as if, you know, you have this very tough exterior, but you're a softie on the inside. I don't know why you would feel this need to guard this aspect of your personality so fiercely, but it's okay. I'm sure there is a backstory to it. So anyway, what this God card over here tells me about your hidden gift is that you are extremely compassionate, and not just with yourself, towards others as well. So you are big on self-love plus love for your fellow human beings and animals. So that's beautiful. You are very giving, you're very loving, you're very nurturing. There is a very fierce and then warm tones to you. And I think if you haven't understood how to do this yet, you should figure it out, how to make a switch between these two energies, between these two modes of yours. You've also noticed how you can get things done by charming your way in and out of any situation. This reminds me a little bit about Alexis from Schitt's Creek. You know how she could charm her way out of any situation, any trouble she got into. She was always telling us about these little incidents that had happened. So something like that. And I'm not saying that you have a penchant for getting into trouble. It's just that if and when you do, you know how to get out of it. And it is a talent in itself to know how to get out of trouble. So that's that. So after this, we have Gray Squirrel and we have Donkey. So this is good, because what Donkey over here tells me is that you never hold grudges for anybody, and you never stop believing in something just because one thing did not work out. Let's say that you liked somebody but they broke your heart, does not mean that you stop believing in love. You're open to receiving love. You haven't stopped believing that there are good people out there who still exist. So that's really good. You never close yourself off to something. You're always open to learning new things, new experiences. That gift of yours to be so inviting of energies, of new opportunities. It's a gift, it's a talent. And then with Grey Squirrel over here, another gift of yours is that you are a very creative problem solver. The way you look at things is very different from the way other people look at things. Your solutions to things are very different from other people's solutions for them. In fact, you might take less time than others to come up with solutions for things. You might have been very good at math, not necessary, but otherwise also like day-to-day practical problems that pop up. You might be the person that your family or your friends go to for your help because your ideas are just so novel, they're so out of the box. In fact, if you are into, let's say, data analytics or like on the software side of stuff, or even script writing is something that I'm picking up over here, or body positivity coaches or personality coaches and things like that. Just some phrases that I'm picking up on. Maybe some of these are relatable to you. This over here is especially a card that I hold very dear because there's just something about this energy. Keeping your heart open no matter what. That's beautiful. It is a gift. And some of you might have been drawn towards pile 2 as well, because I am getting, not as intensely as I was getting it for them, but for you, that this gift of yours to at all times be so open and so receiving might have not given you very good results. And you might have become scared of this gift of yours. You know, sometimes you might ask yourself, what? In fact, you might not even see it as a gift. You might tell yourself, how can I be so naive? How can I be so stupid? How could I have let this happen again? And, you know, phrases like that. But don't say all these things to yourself. Be more kind to yourself. You're so kind to others. It's high time you start turning some of that kindness inward. And another message that I'm getting over here with Donkey especially is that your presence is very comforting to others. Even if you're not talking to anybody and you're just sitting next to them, people can feel at peace just by your presence. There's something about your presence. You might not be somebody who has a very big personality or a very loud personality, let's use that phrase instead, but it's nice, it's quiet, it's humble, it's grounded. And not everybody knows how to live life that way, but you've cracked it. Then we have blessings and wisdom. And when these cards flew out for you, a sentence was put in my brain, and that is, it's one thing to have luck, and it is a totally different thing to know how to use your luck. And so group 3, your hidden gift is that you have the ability to utilize your luck in your favor, because with blessings over here, you are a very lucky person. And you might tell me instances down in the comments where something seemed to have worked out for you by sheer dumb luck. And it is a gift. It is a heaven-sent gift for you. You are a lucky person. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing anybody else can do about it. But there might have been times in your life where there were opportunities present in front of you, but you just did not know how to respond, or how to react to them in that moment, or how to utilize your luck. You know, you can always do that better. So this I'm getting over here, your luck it is a gift that is still a diamond in the rough, and it has a lot of potential, by the way. It can bring you immense blessings. You just need to find a middle ground between your luck and the work that you put into something, and you will start noticing how the results keep on getting amplified. Basically, it'll be amazing. With this wisdom over here and this ocean, You are very, very intelligent. Your memory is very expansive. You have elephant memory. It's not just the big things, but you tend to remember even the little things about people, and it is a gift. You might not remember birthdays, you might not remember very big, significant things, but the little things that actually make up a person, those are the things that you remember, and it's beautiful. There's something so special about the people that remember the little things about you, group 3, and you are exactly those kind of people. So it is truly, truly mesmerizing, this talent of yours to remember little things. Somebody's favorite scent, somebody's favorite memory associated to something. Somebody might have said to you something in a very matter of fact way. In fact, they might not even remember that they had given you such an information, but you tend to remember it. You always remember things like that. Then from your tarot cards, we have the World, the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So another gift of yours is that, as we'd already seen with Femme Fatale, so I'm not surprised the Queen of Wands has also shown herself up in this reading for you. You're very happy in your own company. You are with you without you kind of a person. You do not have any codependency issues. You're perfectly happy on your own. You do not need anybody to make you feel whole. That is already going on well for you over here with the presence of the World card. Okay, so another gift of yours is that you are able to pick up on you can learn new languages very easily. You can learn about new cultures very easily, other people's way of living very easily. So if you have stepped foot outside of your own country or outside of your own state, you would have realized how easily you just blended into the crowd. You did not even you of course might have looked like a tourist, because we all look different from each other, but you just fitted right in. You learned the language quickly, you learned the mannerisms, the cultures, what those people like, what do they dislike, all of those things, they come very naturally to you. So you are able to grasp things very quickly. That's another gift of yours, especially in terms of different cultures and different traditions. You're also very tech savvy, and I'm seeing over here with the Page of Swords, group 3, that you might be one of those people. Have you seen those memes where somebody's telling their friend that, I really like this person, but I just know their first name, and that friend is like, say no more, and they get to it, and in no time you have all the information about your crush or something like that. So you're very seasoned stalkers. Just a joke. But well, you do know your way around technology, group 3. You're very good at picking up on new stuff like that. With Six of Swords, I especially like this card, because what this tells me about your talent is that you can identify when a situation is nothing more than a piece of bullshit, and then you also know how to get out of it. So that's fantastic. Kudos to you for that. You basically don't like to stay stuck at places, and that's what the Six of Swords and the Page of Swords is telling me. If it isn't serving you, you leave. And that's fine. What are you going to sit around and wait and cry? You don't do that. You know better than to do that. If it comes down to choosing between to wait or to move on, you are always the pile that wants to move on, and you do that. With Queen of Wands, another gift of yours is that you empower others. So if you want to become a motivational speaker, by all means you can. If you want to give a TED talk, you can. But what I'm basically trying to say is that there's something about your speech, the way you speak, especially when you are giving a pep talk to your girlfriends or whatever. It's just very, very encouraging. It's very uplifting. And this is beautiful with Donkey and then the Queen of Wands. And I'll tell you why I especially like this combination. You don't always need to use words to calm someone down, to help them feel at ease. You can do it merely by just sitting by their side in silence as well. And don't tell me that that's not a gift, because it truly is. You do not always need your words to calm someone's pain down. That is so, so beautiful, and that is so rare as well. With the world over here, another thing that I'm seeing is that compared to others, you tend to close out your lessons more quickly. There are so many people who keep going around the same cycles, the same patterns with people, whether it is a relationship situation or something else, because they just do not get the lesson that they are meant to learn so that the chapter can close and they can move on. But because you have very clearly very good grasping power over here compared to others, you begin and close chapters more quickly. So that's one thing. I'm also seeing that I don't know how many of you have tried your luck at the waters, but if you want to, you can. If you pick up a surfboard, you will notice how it comes to you very naturally. You're naturally very good at surfing. Or even if you want to try boating or something, then I'm seeing that is again something that will come very naturally to you. There's something about, let me just get the right word. Your gaze at times can be very intimidating. And I'm telling you that this is a hidden gift, because you don't realize how much you can get done just by looking at someone and giving them that hint that, get this done. I'm looking at you. It happens. I've tried it. So if you haven't already, you definitely should. Especially if you're somebody like me who tends to giggle a lot. So I let my eyes do most of the talking then, because I know if I start laughing, I'll just ruin everything. It'll dampen the effect. So that is something that you can try as well. Okay, now let's see what message does Spirit have for you regarding these gifts and abilities of yours. So we have Inner Temple, Devotion, Tune into the portal of your heart. I like how there's this light up in her chest over here as well, and then in the donkey card also we had this, and then in the gray squirrel also we had that over here. So it just all comes together very beautifully for you, Group 3. What this card tells you is that always stick to what feels right to you in your heart. Do not listen to other people's opinions surrounding these gifts and talents and abilities and skills of yours. If you want to use them, use them how you want to use them when you want to use them. Do not let other people, don't allow too many people to enter this inner sanctum of yours. Okay, it is a sacred space. Let it stay that way. Okay, so these are all the messages that I have for you, Group 3. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon. New videos are out every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. You can also follow me on Instagram for daily picker card readings. The link is in the description box, and all the details to get a personal reading are given in my pinned comment and the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.